Welcome back to another Sorare video, guys. Sorry it's been so long since the last one. Personal reasons, just been away for a while. As you probably see, the Sorare football roadmap update has been put out. I'm sure you've watched loads of videos on YouTube of this from different content creators, so I'm not going to go into this into too much detail. Just a few of the points I really like from this update. Obviously, new gameplay features, added in monthly tournaments in Global All-Star, which I think is fantastic. Run over 8 game weeks. Obviously, you got your weekends, your midweeks, weekends, midweeks, 2 game weeks every week in Sorare. So, yeah, that's really good. I believe your 4 best scores count from the 8 game weeks. So, if you've got someone who's playing midweek as well, so if you've got a midweek team, it'll be their best scores from 8 games. New kickoff mode. This is, I'm guessing it's like commons. New kickoff mode where you can play with your friends daily as well. So if there's a match on, pick your 5 best players, see who wins. Next one, no changes to the scoring, which is pretty good. I believe they could have changed keepers a little bit. Some of their scoring for minus possession stats when they make a clearance or something if it goes to the opposition team, I think feels a bit bad. But this is the one that's caused a lot of, like, I don't know what you'd call it really, but some people like this, some people don't. But until we get the full details, we'll see how this goes. But I really like this. I don't know why to me, it's like more of a football manager kind of thing where you've got to now manage your team, manage your players, which games you're going to play them in. Firstly, club facilities. There's going to be big updates. 2023 2024 Sorare season. New features give you the Sorare manager more tools than ever to own every aspect of your club. Starting September, Sorare managers can help build their legacy through the club facilities feature. In facilities, you can build your stadium and facilities from the ground up, along with managing your squad, staff, and club identity. So they're starting off launching with the physio and training. A training centre. Following the change of the training competition to academy, we're delighted to announce that we'll be launching the training facility feature. Here's how it works. Submit a group of players to your training facility. To me, that sounds fantastic straight away. I don't have to keep clicking 5 players into a lineup to put them into training. Cards in the training will accumulate XP more quickly than playing in other game modes. And the facility can be upgraded via the club shop to accommodate more cards. So the more Sorare coins you earn in game weeks, it looks like you could use them to upgrade your training so you can put more cards in. This is just the first step. We have plans to launch training drill items in the club shop to cater to many different strategies. For example, if you play under 23s, you might want to claim a under 23 training drill that boosts that most quickly. So that'll boost the under 23 players if you've got them in training faster. And then the physio center. This is the one that's caused a bit of rift. People like it, people don't like it. But until we get more details, I actually really like it without having more details. Now, every card in your gallery is going to have a fitness bonus, and it's going to be 10%. So it's basically 10 XP on every card going into the game week. But if you put that player in your lineup for a game week, he loses some of the XP. But this is the bit we don't know yet. We don't know how much they lose. So it says there, all players' cards start with 10% fitness bonus. It will decrease if the card is included in a game week lineup, if he starts or subs. Fitness bonuses increase for any player that's not using a game week. So this is where I feel you've got to manage your cards now. Am I going to play in this game week if he's on 8%, say, or do I leave him out for basically get back up to 10% for the week after if it's going up and down even, which we don't know, if he's got a better matchup for the week after. So I really like this. I think this is a big update, and I believe this gears towards, like, you all know I love the collection side of Sorare. I love having the full teams. So if more collections you got now, I think you can rotate your players a bit more to keep that 10% bonus on them for each game week. So yeah, there's the new fitness bonus, the XP update, and they're also going to have XP bonuses now in cap modes. So say in Cap 240, if you've got a new season card, you can have the 5%, 10% fitness if they're your cards on 10%. The XP bonus on your player, so obviously they go from level 0 to 20. So you can get them up to a 10% XP on that. And then obviously your collection bonus, which is up to 5% as well. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff to go through the update. I won't read it all because there is loads on there, but there's a lot of points I do like on this update, and fingers crossed it comes good when they release more details in the coming weeks. But as you can see on the title and the thumbnail, the GOAT himself, Lionel Messi, is in the MLS. If you haven't seen it, scored a worldie of a free kick in his first game, come on for about 30-35 minutes, won the game for him 2-1. So we have picked up Lionel Messi on the Villa Glory. We picked him up before that game week, so he is now in the gallery. I think he's going to tear up the MLS, ain't going to lie. He is absolutely ridiculous. He destroys any league he plays in, for Barca, for PSG, now the MLS. And I think David Beckham is building something special at Inter Miami. So obviously we've got him. He's actually in a lineup for me this week. But along with Lionel Messi and the huge gallery updates, he got joined by ex-Barcelona teammates Jordi Alba and Sergio Busquets. So I've picked up Alba, I've picked up Busquets from the FC Barcelona 2022 collection, and I also picked up a few of the teammates to boost up that XP. They're on 2% at the moment. I probably will add a few more as I'm going along, but I just picked up players that I think may get a move elsewhere and get first team football. So I've picked up a few of his Barcelona teammates. But to go along with Inter Miami still, they are heavily linked with the one and only Luis Suarez. So I've done the same again. I have picked up a Luis Suarez, but I also picked him up from the 2021 collection from Atletico Madrid, because it had Hector Herrera in, who I already had as an MLS player. So I got rid of my Hector Herrera, picked up the Atletico version along with Luis Suarez, and a lot of the, I say cheaper players, they were really cheap this collection. But you've got players like Rodrigo de Paul, Koke, Lamar, Llorente, Angel Carrera. You've got some really good players, and this collection is also up to 2%. So fingers crossed, Luis Suarez joins them into Miami, and we'll have Suarez, Messi, Busquets, Jordi Alba, all in a lineup in the MLS. They're bringing the old FC Barcelona band back together. So yeah, we've picked up Atletico Madrid for that reason. And obviously I picked up a PSG Messi from 2021. So I also picked up some of the, I'd say, younger players from PSG. I picked up players I believe that might get a move. Obviously, Di Maria's already moved, so he's now at Benfica, so I think he's going to score really well there. Verratti, so cheap, and he scores really well for PSG all the time. I believe Paredes, there was a few others that I picked up, Draxler, Wijnaldum, and there was a couple more. They've been left out of the PSG training camp where they've gone to play their friendlies, so hopefully they will get a move somewhere else. There's our Messi, and I had to pick up Neymar. I've seen it over social media that it looks like he's staying at PSG this season, and all the saga going on with Mbappe, whether he's leaving, whether he's staying. They want him to go because they don't want him to leave on a free next summer. He could be that star man for PSG this season. You only have to look at Neymar and you can see his scores when he starts for PSG. They're up there with Messi and Mbappe, if not beating them some of the time. So I think Neymar could be big for us this season. Obviously, picked up a load more of the PSG boys to go along with Messi to boost his XP. And then, obviously, I've got my Columbus and Philadelphia collections that we've had for a while, that we've been playing in the summer series with. But to add the XP to Haney Mukhtar, I picked up more cards from Nashville, gives him a 2% bonus. Same for Hill, 2% bonus on him now. Atlanta United, 2% bonus on there as well for Thiago Almada. Obviously, I've picked up most of the Inter Miami boys because they're going to be playing alongside Messi, Alba, and Busquets. I've now got the full LAFC collection because I think they will kick on towards the end of the season. If you see the start of the season, they started fantastic, but they've done really well in the CONCACAF Champions League, getting to the final. And I believe that it hindered their MLS season. They were playing weekend, midweek, non-stop. And I think their fitness levels just dropped. So fingers crossed they can pick up a bit towards the end of the season. Obviously, with the Leagues Cup going on now, MLS has stopped. But obviously, every MLS team is playing in the group stages of the League Cup. So if the teams get through, obviously they'll go to the knockout rounds. It's basically like World Cup and knockout rounds until the final. And I also picked up these teams because they're quite high in the league. I know that St. Louis, I believe, is first in the west or the east side of the MLS. Can't remember which. Philadelphia, Columbus, Inter Miami, I know were last in the league. But obviously the Messi situation had to pick them up. Los Angeles, Atlanta, New England and Nashville, they're all going to make the playoffs. So I believe they'll all make the playoffs. So that gives you extra utility towards the end of the season. Obviously, I've got my Villa stack. I'm never getting rid of the Villa stack. That's going to be my mains team for when Europe starts. Obviously, we got some of the European boys from Barcelona and Atletico as well, and PSG. But like a lot of people, I believe, are selling off MLS cards at the moment. They've dropped in value a bit, but MLS carries on till like November, December. There's still like 5 months of utility for these cards. So I'm not selling my MLS. I'm going to keep them and just add to the collections with European teams as the season starts. So yeah, there's my new collections going in to the start of the new European season, which is like 3 weeks away. All these updates come in September, so all the Villa boys will lose their 5% season bonus, but we'll have the 4% collection bonus, we'll have the 10% fitness bonus. And if you look at players like Ollie Watkins, who I've had since the start, because I've had him since the start, he's on 15%. Even when he loses that 5% season bonus, I'm still going to have 10% on him. And I'm going to have the 10% fitness bonus. So he's still going to have a 20% XP bonus on his score, which is just fantastic. So yeah, fingers crossed. Oh, and before I leave, our game week. I'll say I wasn't here to put the lineups out this week, but our game week has started fantastic. Fingers crossed, again, we can be in for some rewards. We're currently sat 52nd in Champ America Limited with Berkey still to play. Carranza, 100-point game last night. I stayed up and watched a Philadelphia game. Gazdag got a goal, 79.5. Elliott done fantastic, even though they conceded 61.8. Carlos Hill let me down. Captained him. Still scored 53.8, but I thought decisive last night from him, and we're really pushing up towards podium territory. The only downside here is we got Roman Berkey in goal. He's a fantastic keeper, probably will score well. We're projected to finish 24th, which will get us a decent reward, and we're currently sat 487 in Cap 270 Limited with Messi scoring that worldie of a free kick. Our reward from the same team, Benjamin, I've unfortunately got subbed off when Messi come on. Glesner's not doing brilliant. Drake Chandler scoring 62.8, which is good. And I had Suarez, and he was left out the squad last night. He's played nearly every game since he's moved back to the team he's at now, and he was left out. So I'm taking that he's joining into Miami. That's just what I'm putting it down to. That's why they left him out. Could be wrong, but that's what I'm saying. MLS Pro, not doing brilliant. Taylor from Inter Miami got a goal. Andre Blake saved a penalty for Philadelphia last night. I probably should have had Andre Blake in with my Champ America instead of Berkey. But I put Andre Blake in All-Star, which is not bad, but Zalarian and Chucho Hernandez are obviously playing against Berkey, who I've got in my Champ America. So if one team smashed tonight, the other team's going to do terrible. So unless Berkey pulls off like 15 saves and Solarian sets up Chucho for 1 goal, I'll take that. But yeah, those are the lineups for this week. Fingers crossed we are on for some good rewards. Got some massive updates on the gallery. Some more collections going into the new seasons. yeah, it's looking good for the seasons coming up. Hopefully we will have a really good rewards video after this game week. So don't forget guys, if you like the video, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and if you're new to Sorare, I will leave the link down in the description. Thanks for watching and have fun.